This Week In R&B.
I'd like to welcome y'all to this new episode of This Week In R&B. I'm your host, jvalentine.
Bobby the Truth.
Coast to Konnect.
And this week, we're going to talk about what's going on in the world of R&B music.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's something that's been brewing out here.
Okay.
These lyrics. Nice and slow Usher.
Yeah.
There's a clip floating around. I don't know if y'all seen it. But supposedly, we've been singing the wrong lyrics this whole time. This whole time.
I mean, it don't do nothing to me. I mess up lyrics all the time, Jay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is, I don't see what the big deal is,
But I'm
man.
trying to figure out as a songwriter, are you going to write who's in the streets? Like you looking for who in the streets? Or you going to say cruise in the streets when you got your drop top? Which one would you say as a songwriter?
Well, I've been singing Cruise in the Streets the whole time. But when I heard Who's in the Streets, I said, that spoke to me. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was younger and out in these streets getting after it, it was like, who is going to be tonight?
Yeah, who's outside?
Who's going to be tonight? Whose daughter tonight? You know what I'm saying? So when I was on that type of time, you know what I mean? So the who's and think about Usher, this is his younger day when he was, probably getting after it in a certain type of way. And I don't know if Jermaine, did Jermaine write that?
That's JD. That's JD.
JD? JD is, a marksman.
Yeah.
A craftsman.
Yeah.
So now that you say it that way,
See?
actually that who's in the street,
Who?
that got a little edge on it.
See what I'm saying? We're not just riding around looking. We trying to identify.
We riding around getting.
So, me being me.
Come on.
You know what I did? I called Jermaine.
I
I need to know.
Jay to Konnect.
Sometimes the authority.
Right. Come on.
Yeah.
Come
I
on.
had to call my brother. Yeah. I had to call Mr. Money and the Thing himself.
So what did he say? What's the
said,
backstory?
"Man,
Come on.
y'all going for that clout chase ass shit."
Wait, he said it was Cruise the whole time?
He said, "Jay, you a songwriter now. Tell me." I said, "Well, I've had a drop top. I was cruising."
Right.
I said, "Every time I hear it, I feel like cruising." He said, "Man, that's clout, man."
He said every time you're gonna be cruising. That's what he said.
So all y'all with this who's in the street, Usher fucking with y'all, man. It is cruising the street. I talked to Jermaine himself.
When you looking at some of the videos, it looked like he said who though?
He fucking with people. Usher fucking with people, bro. Usher's fucking with people.
I'm going to call that. All right, next episode. I got a week to get him on the line and say, what you doing, bro? Usher, we fresh off the Grammys. You got the Super Bowl under your belt. Why you got to be like this? And look, I'm going to give him a chance to lie so that I can come back and say, JD already told Jay. JD already told Jay. This is a chance for you to come clean, Usher. Hilarious.
But okay, that takes me to this, though. Was there a song that y'all grew up on that you sang the wrong words to your whole life?
Bro, every Michael Jackson song.
What do you mean?
I mean, all of them, bro.
You never
we were
sang the right
literally
words?
you can't really understand what he's saying, Jay.
I just got through teaching my kids the wrong words in the car. Yeah.
I was in the car with my kids this weekend, and we were. If you pull up his lyrics, Jay, you're gonna be like, wait, that's what he said. Hey, real talk though, he was singing it in a way where it was like, because Mike was really saying some sexual type stuff on some of these songs.
Yes, yeah.
And if you don't know what he's saying, you don't know.
He getting it off.
Yeah.
He getting it off. Okay.
Yeah, so yes, almost every Michael Jackson song. So,
My one was Mama Used to Say.
Mama used to say, what'd you say?
Take your time,
young man.
Don't you rush the ghetto. I don't know
The
why.
ghetto, yes.
Don't you rush the ghetto. How you gonna rush a whole ghetto?
I didn't know. That's what I'm saying.
100%.
So I was an adult.
Every
And
person
then
said
I was
that,
like,
Jay.
wait, don't you rush to get old?
Don't
I've been
you
singing,
rush
don't
the
you rush
ghetto.
the ghetto? Like, you know what I mean? Like the ghetto goes slow. We don't want to make the ghetto fast.
You did.
I was singing
You
that.
came up with a whole logic behind it too.
I was like, it's, if you make it go too fast, niggas get killed. You know what I mean? So I'm like,
rush the ghetto.
So on Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, what were you saying?
on which part?
Don't Stop Till You Get the 4-stroke part or whatever that is.
You
4
got-
strokes? Don't stop till you get enough.
Oh, wow.
With the what?
Oh, yeah.
I don't. Nigga,
The Porsche.
I don't know.
What did you
I think
say?
I just sang the melody.
See what I'm saying?
I just sang the
See
melody.
what I'm saying?
And what is
He
it?
says something like "Don't stop, the force don't stop" or something like that. It's like it's words in there. Like, and you're like, wait. People say 4 strokes. People say, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I know. I just was taking my daughter to school and I said, you know, Michael Jackson said, I'm going to save mama some of my applesauce. She was like, what? And I threw that on. I was like, I'm going to save mama some of my applesauce. I'm going to save mama some of my applesauce. I'm going to save mama some of my applesauce. She was like, in the back, like, what? Applesauce?
She was like, that applesauce go crazy, huh?
That made sense to her.
Yeah, she
You-
caught a
you met
little
her where she
vibe.
was.
Yeah, she
Right,
got a little vibe. She
Yeah.
was. I could tell she kind of was like, I don't know if it's exactly saying that, Daddy or some, because you know that's every day. You know, I'm hitting her with all kind of craziness. You know what I mean?
So I got something else for y'all.
Okay.
And I want to know what y'all would do.
Mm-hmm.
So there is another clip. Some fool decides to run on the stage
Mm-hmm.
while Trey's song is singing at the Millennium Tour.
And messed up his note because he was on pitch right in there. When he bumped him, I heard the pitch dip. Because I heard how sometimes you scrolling and you hear it before
Yeah.
you see it.
Yeah.
So I was like, wonder what caused that dip in pitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go back and look.
He had to square up. Hey, Trey squared up.
Man.
So tell me this. In that moment, though, do you square up or do you swing? If you're on stage doing what you do, you middle of your moment, and you just feel somebody grab you, what do you do?
Depends on the level of startle. You know what I'm saying? If I'm
Okay.
startled to the max,
Uh-huh.
you might get slapped with the microphone. You know what I'm saying? You might get slapped with the baton. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
On purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No debate on that.
So I thought about there was a couple things.
Okay.
First of all, we've been on stage. We've been like Tank got some really good bodyguards, bro. And the
Yeah.
bodyguards was lacking. And then also a guy, you got to think about girls running on stage. You that's great. But you're
Right.
a guy singing, a male singer, that's like a
Right.
sex symbol. A guy run on
It's
stage.
dangerous.
You got to punch him. You have to punch him or slam him.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna tell y'all this right now. You run on the R&B Money stage, you're gonna probably get packed out
100%.
because everybody that's with us everybody want a piece of that.
It'll be like the Dave Chappelle thing.
Yeah, you
You wish you never ran on that stage.
I respect that. You know, what I mean, they handled it in a great way that they handled it. Got the guy off the stage, but we gonna pack you out.
100%.
We are going to pack you
100%.
out. And Big Shot.
Then you got to do the voice.
Because he gonna be like, Jay, he ran on stage, Jay. And you know what happens if they run on stage, Jay.
How can you be that scary with that type of
Hey,
voice,
man,
man?
listen, Big
With that
Shot.
pleasant ass voice.
He don't smile
You're scary, bro.
and he don't play no games.
Is that who's in Chicago? Because that's the
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yep.
Yes.
Doing the
Yeah.
push-ups in the back.
See,
Yeah.
and I was thinking
Yeah.
about that too, because I just was like, man, I hadn't seen the brother smile in years, and I had just seen him smile for the first time, and I was like, oh, okay, he do smile.
Yeah, you being
That's
shot.
crazy.
Yeah. Big Shot is not playing no game.
No.
So, don't run on our stages. Just leave. Just enjoy the show. Actually, don't run on nobody's stages. Trey, I'm proud of you. I don't
He
think
did
I
have.
would've
He
did
did
that.
have a quick.
He got him up off him.
He got a little
He
jab
definitely
in
got
there.
him
He
up off
did.
him.
Right?
But then he made it funny though, because then he start fucking around and shit. He's like, all right, the security got him there. I can start fucking around.
But man, that's really what?
What makes you do that?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like people up there trying to get it off. They in their art. They in their element. You know what I mean? Like you go to a place when you really trying to give the people more than what they paid for. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And then somebody just jump on stage and just kill you.
Tweaking.
Sheesh.
He did look like when they run on the soccer thing. That's what
Yeah.
dude looked like a little bit, like a clown. Like he was maybe probably drunk, trying to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't
Get
do
some
that,
shine.
You don't do that. And while we're on the Millennium Tour, we gotta go to the after party because there's another clip.
Okay.
My boy Ray J.
Whoa.
Ray J, what are you doing?
Whoa.
Ray J.
Whoa.
Ray J out here. You know what I mean? He talking about he looking for a date, a fresh young date. And he got 5 to 10K for the night. That's how you feel?
I mean, he was honest.
Cause we come from players, so we ain't paying. I've never paid.
I'm a real OG, man. Like for
Yeah,
real.
I
I can't even fathom that.
Yeah, no, that's, I mean.
Like, whew, that's a crazy carrot to dangle, bro. Like, to be like, I got a bag, I got who's coming home, like who. That take all the fun out of it, honestly, I think. You know what I mean? Like,
what does Coach think, though? Have you?
I mean,
it's real quiet, huh?
Yeah, you got quiet, Coach.
Because just,
because.
because.
Oh shit.
Nah, I'm just trying to.
No.
I'm with y'all,
You
right?
your Rolodex of when you spent the $5,000?
Absolutely.
Okay.
No, how do I?
Don't do that.
Coach, have
Dang.
you spent some money on it?
No, not me. I mean, well, maybe. Maybe if it was a date and the
like
different
that.
things,
Yeah.
An actual relationship style something, not
yeah. I mean,
a money exchange.
What I try to do is I try to like put myself in their shoes. You know what I'm saying? Because again, for me, I've never been on tour. I don't know what that life is like. Y'all kind of then felt that life a little bit more. So when I'm looking at it, I'm just like, all right, well, just
go to bed. No, just go to bed. It's okay. It's okay to go to bed.
Hey, it's okay
Sometimes
to bed.
you gotta go to bed.
Hey,
If nothing is happening.
that's a t-shirt. That's an R&B.
Just go to bed.
That's a This Week In R&B. Go to bed is so powerful, bro.
Bro, because those are bad decisions.
Man.
Just go to bed.
Man.
Ray J, just go to bed, bro. Just go to bed. It's okay.
No, so and I might be wrong. I've been out the game for a long time, but I've heard that that's how the young boys get down though. Like I heard that's they DMs, all that. Like I spend a bag. They hit them with that. I'm ready to spend a bag on that. Like, what's good tonight? Is that really what it is?
Well, there ain't no young niggas on this show, though, so I don't.
The part that we don't know about that I think about, right, where it's just like, man, what's going on is, was he successful that night? Like, did he actually find somebody?
I don't know.
End up going halfway paying $7.75, right? He didn't pay the whole 10 on the fight. He better halfway pay $7.75 and it was
it seemed like
a
when
wonderful
he said
transaction.
It seemed like when he said that it was mad quiet.
Right.
Maybe
Like you didn't hear a bunch of screams, you know what I mean? Like
girls start thinking, okay, rent is due.
Sheesh.
Put that on the top. Yeah. So, hey, listen. My advice is when you're on tour, you really should be chilling anyway.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause it's just too much going on.
You got to get up early in the morning. You got to get to the radio station.
Man.
Go to bed.
Go to bed, man. Go to bed. Have y'all seen the casting for this Michael Jackson movie?
No.
So his nephew is playing him.
Okay.
that's gonna be amazing.
Jermaine's son.
Jafar, right?
Jafar is playing
Okay.
Mike.
Keeping it in the
But
fam.
then the picture that dropped, I think maybe either a couple days ago, whenever it dropped, Nia Long is playing Mrs. Jackson,
Mm-hmm.
Miss Catherine.
Miss Catherine.
Really?
And one of the Bailey sisters, which one? Is it Chloe?
Is it Chloe?
Is Janet?
It's Janet.
Oh.
Yeah.
They trying
I
to
think it's Chloe. I think so. No,
It's the other one from the
Halle.
Mermaid movie.
it's Holly.
Yes.
Okay. Holly.
Yeah, it's playing Janet, right?
Yeah, because
Okay.
she's the actress.
Okay.
She's the
Okay.
actress. I don't know,
Okay.
does Chloe act?
Nah, she did too, but the other one played in the Mermaid movie though.
I did see a movie that Chloe was in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was like a singing movie, singing, gospel. That's what I saw.
No, not a movie. I saw. It's a TV show.
They both pretty active
It
though,
was
right?
like it was
Oh,
like,
Blackish.
No,
No.
It was
Grownish.
A show. No.
It was Donald Glover's show.
No, it was a show where it was about she played the best friend of like a stalker. She was
Okay.
like that's Donald Glover's show? Okay. It was like about it was Swarm.
Okay.
Mm.
And she had her cheeks out. That I just put just
you go.
the cheeks was out. That's I remember. Just the cheeks.
And that's
you know
why
what I mean?
you remember
I'm
because of
just-
the cheeks.
When he said that, I'm just gonna be quiet.
The cheeks was out. That's you know what I mean?
I got nothing.
I got nothing.
Cheeks are memorable. You know what I'm saying?
You see, she start clicking. I'm like, oh yeah, I saw that. But
That cast looks serious.
It looks serious though.
Nia Long looked just like Catherine Jackson. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's intense because to play Mike, like,
And Antoine Fuqua
That's who's doing it?
is the director.
okay.
Yeah, Training Day.
Training Day.
So imagine Michael Jackson in Training Day.
Huh?
this is the thing. But this is the
Imagine
thing.
Michael Jackson in Training Day. I said, huh? Huh?
King
this
Kong
is
2023. I would like to.
This is the thing, guys.
Ain't got shit.
No way.
No. All right, whatever.
Y'all gotta chill.
Yo.
My question to y'all is, will Chris Brown be involved in any of this choreography?
I hope so.
Because if you gonna play Mike, so far from what I've seen, and then, man, you know, they gonna say it in the comments, you know, is it somebody else out there that's really hitting it like CB? Because
That's gonna be a big no way. He's the only one, bro. He's the only one that hit it like that.
He's in the family, bro. He's got all the archives. Jermaine can tell him what they was practicing on Saturdays.
Right.
Nephew got to come with something, bro.
Right. Call CB and say, CB.
Yeah.
But ain't that...
Let's go rehearse.
It's so crazy because, like, for CB to not be in the family but still have it better than people in the family is intense, bro. That speaks to his artistry.
Oh, I mean, you know, it just goes into years of training.
Those are his gifts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's years of training.
Sheesh.
You know what I mean? So, listen, I can't wait for that movie to drop, though. Like, that I'm excited about.
Yes,
and it's funny because with movies now, I'm not really, like, stuff comes out and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll get around to it. You know what I mean? That, I'll be there first day.
Yeah.
I'm there. You know what I mean? Like, as soon as the tickets go on sale, I might get a theater. You know what I mean?
You might go to the theater?
You might go ahead and get a theater.
Did you say get a theater?
Yeah, you know, when you buy
You rent that joint out?
Yeah, so we can enjoy ourselves in peace.
I like it, Jay.
You know what I'm saying?
I like
we
it.
go see it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you this though. The only thing about that though, right, is like that remember the remake or the second version of Coming to America? Because that was our movie. Like you have this high standard.
But there's never really been a Michael Jackson movie.
Yeah, I know.
It's been, you know.
The Jackson 5 joint.
Yeah.
You're right.
Was powerful though.
And don't forget when my nigga you know what I mean? Out, you know, I ain't gonna
What?
I'm not gonna do this. When my nigga Flex put that baby powder on and he was Mike.
Why you gotta do that, Jay?
Bro, because it just came in my
Why you gotta do that, Jay?
It popped up in my
Let
head.
that moment be,
I'm sorry,
man.
Flex. I'm not sorry, Flex. You was bullshitting. We talked about it on the podcast. You know you was bullshitting.
I'm just saying that's a high, you know what I mean? That's a high bar.
Yeah.
Like you said, whoever's gonna try to pull that off, that's a high bar, bro.
Yeah.
No, it is.
Yeah.
It is. It is. I feel like they gonna pull. I got a feeling.
Everybody for years been talking about
Yeah,
how talented
I got-
Jafar is though, bro.
Yeah, I got
Years.
a feeling.
Okay.
I got a feeling they gonna really pull that.
They
off.
gonna do right by the king, bro.
They have to, bro.
Do right by the king.
Yeah,
have
yeah,
to.
they got to pull that off, man. And then we got some R&B artists, man, that haven't been out in a minute. That's about to pop off again. You know, Erykah Badu back in the studio, man.
Really?
Yeah, the Badu
Man.
in there with Alchemist, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, doing the full album, which I love, because I love when artists pick a producer and go do a project.
And lock in.
Yeah,
And lock
really
in.
lock in.
Body of work. We talked about that.
Real body of work.
And you know, I was
yes, body of work. That's a great, it's a great thing to connect to.
gotta
Erykah Badu.
chill.
Hey,
You gotta
hey,
Body of
chill.
work. I mean,
You know, I always be on my soapbox, right? I gotta. Oh my goodness, that one video that she made.
Yep. Window
Yeah.
seat. Yeah.
That's what it was called.
Yeah, window
I didn't even know the name of the song. All I know is she was running down the street,
Yep. I remember the video. I knew exactly the name.
and then it was the most beautiful. It was.
Shout out to the Badu. Shout out to the Badu. Get out of there, Bob.
Bringing it back over to Alchemist.
Hey, yeah, get.
Jeez, guys, this is a cake show for real, man. I'm glad the thing
Cake
is
says a cake show.
cake. Anyway,
He gonna shout out his music. That's what he gonna do.
But nah, Alchemist, he was on Breakfast Club, and he was just talking about his production style and how, you know, it was under the less is more act and being more of a backdrop to the artist and like just more so like setting this palette. Because if you listen to his production, it's very understated. You know what I'm saying? It's like he catch the craziest sample chop, lock it in, and that's why a lot of the hip hop guys go to him, because they could just spit and talk over it and you don't get, you know, the beat is not distracting. So to think about that type of production going with, you know what I'm saying, Miss Badu.
Yes.
Yeah.
So tell me, because you know I be under a rock. What's some of his
So he just did the new project with Larry June and 2 Chainz.
Okay.
So he got that, but he really got cracking with like Mobb Deep. That's something. Yeah,
he did. What's the name?
Yeah, he was producing with them.
That one.
Producing with them. Actually, I think Prodigy. Not Prodigy. Havoc.
Okay.
Produced.
He did that track?
Yeah. No, because they were self-produced
What's it
for a
called?
long time. Quiet Storm. Yeah, they were self-produced for a long time, and then Alchemist started working with them.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. He's dope. Alchemist is dope. He's actually from the West Coast too. He's from the coast.
Yeah. No, that's what they said, that mixture of what she does and what he does should be something special.
No, I think it will.
Absolutely. So you got Mobb Deep, The Realest, Keep It Thorough, Nas, Book of Rhymes, Queensbridge Politics, Jada Kiss, We Gon' Make It, like all that.
Oh, that.
Alchemist. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
He's dope.
Okay.
No, he's dope. He's really, really dope.
One of them ones.
Another artist that hasn't put out music in a while that's just dropped some rollout is Keri Hilson, who, you know, she was on tour with us. She was on the R&B Money tour with us, but she just dropped off some content.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, she on some Me versus Me. Yeah, she had to look in the mirror. Yeah. So she got music coming out. I mean, she hasn't put out music in probably 10 years.
Miss Keri, baby.
Yeah. No, I'm really excited about artists that I love coming back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I'm one of those people who, if I really enjoy your music, I'm waiting on something that you do. You know what I'm saying? So seeing that with Erykah Badu, now Keri Hilson, you know what I'm saying? Like that's, and her and I spoke about it while we were on tour. Just like, yo, like what's the plan? You gonna, you jumping on this tour? You know, we need some music. You know what I mean? So I'm excited about it.
Speaking of that, I mean, we've been knowing her for years, right? Like, you used to write songs with her. She would come through the studio and stuff. Always sweet girl. But I had never really saw her live before the tour like that.
Yeah.
She did her thing.
Yeah, no, she was cooking.
She's super dope live. In case y'all don't know, Keri is super dope live. And then I watched it and I saw her vulnerability. You know, you could tell, like, and all artists, they won't tell you this, but they feel like how she feels. Like, when it's been a long time and you're about to come back, there's some fear.
Right.
Should I do it? Is it worth it? I've done enough. I mean, me and Jay have had conversations like this with Boyz II Men. You know what I mean? Like, you just, where it's like, these dudes have sold 60 million records. So I'm just saying, like, nobody is, you know what I mean? Like, you feel that. And when I watched that, I felt her vulnerability, like her talking to herself. And like, we have these self-audits, we have these self-conversations where it's like, man, like, I was super popping, and you know what I mean? Like, she said something crazy. She said that people who were supposed to take care of me, or what did she say, Jay? That was supposed to look out for me.
Right, yeah. I mean,
didn't, you know what I mean?
They didn't. And that's the shit, that's the music business in a nutshell.
Right.
Yes, sir.
You put a lot on, on others to make, thinking that they're going to take care of you in certain ways. And sometimes, for whatever reason, it don't pan out that way. And I think, when people see artists, they always just look at it from well, you're good, or you're famous, or you sold 1 million records, or you sold a couple million records, whatever that is. So everything is supposed to be okay. It's so much shit that be going on behind the scenes that the public don't really know about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was really happy that she was able to talk about just even a little bit of that, even in these clips of just, exposing, in a sense of why. You know what I mean? What may have took so long, or why, you know what I mean? And that whole type of thing where, like you said, Bob, where you kind of look in the mirror and you start questioning. You know what I mean? Like, that vulnerability in artists is something that I always pay attention to when an artist really locks into, like, no, this is my truth.
Yeah, I've always loved the fact that she had that pen first. And, she was out there, going crazy, and so that automatically sets the tone for the type of depth. When them writers, they go crazy as the writer, like your Esther Dean, you know what I mean? It's some of them that they behind the scenes penning it, and then you see that transition and that growth. That's always exciting, man, because she got real depth to her, and she's a craftsman. You know?
I got a great question for him. As a manager and as an A&R, and you see an artist like a Keri, right, or somebody like that trying to make a comeback, like, how do you find that right production team or that right producer to put them with, to try to find them that record that's that next thing that gets people talking about them again?
I think you gotta, like in everything, you gotta meet people where they are. You gotta understand whatever space they are in life at that time, right?
Yeah.
Because obviously the first thing everybody thinks is, oh, what was your last hit record? Let's get something with that vibe. That artist may not be in that space anymore. So you need to allow them to tell you where they are in life, see how they really live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, shit, when we did Tank's SLP2 album, that really shifted the music that he was making before Savage came, before, you know, the R&B Money album came. We had a real sit down of, all right, bro, where are you at in life? Like, what are the things that you really enjoy? You know what I mean? And just in joking, you know, nigga be like, well, you know, nigga love the chicken wings at Magic City. I'm like, well, we need to make records that speak to that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man,
because you really do though.
Right.
Like, he not even like just some wild nigga. He just
lemon pepper, all flats, baby, all flats,
So,
fry hard.
It's meeting people where they are so that the music makes sense and the music feels authentic.
That's the key.
And then you find the records as you go along. But every artist, in my opinion, they have to sing these songs. So to me, they gotta love them. I hear artists all the time like, oh, I didn't like that record. And sometimes that works for you, and that's cool. But for me personally, I like to understand where the artist is at that time in their life.
Yeah, you saying some shit right now because, you know, a lot of times artists are trying to figure out, you know, I get people that come to me all the time, you know, looking to figure out what's going to take them over to that next level. And a lot of times it's the lack of the self-work, like what you're saying as far as taking that time to look in the mirror, taking that time to go within to figure out all this information. This is a process. This is self-work.
Yes.
And a lot of times people skip this part of it, and that's where it doesn't connect. You know what I'm saying? You're not really tapping in with the people because you skipping over the step of where you got to go within, you know. And I know this a lot as an artist just from doing the production, because as a producer, I'm not the star at all. I'm trying to get your vision out. I want, you know, it's a full service, you know, moment in the studio. But when you on artist time, that's it. Now it's about what's in your heart, what's in your soul. What do you stand for? What do you love?
Yeah.
You know, and that's an internal journey you really got to go on.
Absolutely. I just like for artists to match the music. Wherever they are in their life and what they're presenting to the people. Case in point, I remember Harmony called me, our guy, Harmony Samuels, and he calls me and he's like, man, I want you to hear this artist that I'm working with. And I've been having the hardest time getting meetings, and people have been telling me, oh, this artist don't really, I don't know. And they were just questioning it. And he plays me this song. And it was This Is Why I Love You by Major. And I had met Major before, but he didn't tell me, you know, he just playing me the record. I'm listening to the song and I'm like, he's like, oh, it's Major, the guy, you know, you met him and blah, blah. I'm like, oh, he can pull this off. He looks like This Is Why I Love You.
Yo, let me tell you why that's so funny. Let me tell you why this is so funny, man. It's so funny because the way I met Major, bro, was the praise and worship leader at the church, bro.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just randomly went to some church in LA. He was on stage cooking. I'm like, this is a nice,
he get out.
charismatic, you know what I'm saying, worship leader. Like, hey, man, I can tell wherever you came from, because you know how the LA churches, nobody's from LA, but it's all the transplants worshiping together. And I just was looking like, man, wherever you was doing this at, bro, you got this down to a science.
Yeah.
And so to see the translation of what that can be, because a lot of times that's the whole journey, just being a praise and worship leader at church.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't really find. And so what he did wasn't like just playing R&B, wasn't traditional gospel. It was really his own pocket.
No, he merged it. No, but just like I'm saying, okay, it goes back to that. Like you said, he was a praise and worship leader. Now singing what is somewhat of a R&B record. Yeah. But very inspirational. He was that. So when I heard it, I'm like, oh, this makes sense. So he can pull it off. Because I think that's the other part, that every artist can't pull off every record.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, there have been artists who have played me records and I'm like, that record's a smash. I don't know if it's a smash on you.
Yeah, that's like when Tank take my songs. I be sending Tank the song. I'm like, why don't you just sing backgrounds for me? You know, turn me up, Tank. He be like, no, I need this, Kosine. No, I need it, Kosine. Kosine, I'm gonna need this. I tried to avoid him for months at a time.
Because everything don't work for everybody. It's just the truth, bro. It's just the truth.
It's the truth. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So to answer your question, Bobby, that's the important part for me, is that the artist matches the music and, you know, wherever space that they're in. You know what I mean? You know, you think about a Marvin Gaye. He couldn't have always sang what's going on. He couldn't have always sang sexual. It was different pockets in time and in his life that he represented a certain thing at that time. And I think we get away from that sometimes because people are just looking for a hit. Just give me a hit record. No, get a hit for you. Get your hit record.
This is why it's always important to record, though. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Whether you putting out music or not, you know what I'm saying? You love music, this is what you do, just record, because that how you was feeling that day, the emotion you was going through, you might not get that back. You might not get that inspiration back. Yeah. Whether you got a plan or not, the heavy lifting is creating a record. So if you just always recording, whether you know, putting out music and you just get that stack, then you sit down with somebody that's a real tastemaker, play them 20, 30, 50 records, and they can go, oh no, record number 19? Yeah. Oh no, that's the, and you be like, man, that was so many years ago, but none of that matters.
Are you get with a creative who's a visionary? Mm-hmm. Sean Garrett. Sean Garrett wanting to say, what if Michael Jackson hopped on a crunk record? That's Whew. There's Usher right here. And a lot of people didn't see that.
Bruh.
I've had that conversation with Sean. He was a visionary, though.
He broke that down in Atlanta, and I can't even look at him the same. It was so genius, and I can't even. We had to have him as a guest on the show at some point to talk about that, but I was just sitting there like, what? Yeah. And he was like doing Michael Jackson inflections. It was all up on me screaming. I'm like,
what are you doing? It started making sense, huh?
What? He was like, oh no, that's full mic.
Yeah.
I said, damn.
Yeah. Nah, that's a real thing. So like I said, that for me, Bob, I think that it just comes down to that for me. Yeah. As an executive, like you gotta really pay attention to the artist, and it's not just a cookie cutter thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, it's just not. So that's what I would do personally. What else we got? What else we got this week, man? We got a lot of R&B artists catching a branding wave.
Okay.
We seeing R&B artists in different spaces. Have y'all seen the SZA Batman commercial with Jason Bateman?
SZA got a Batman commercial?
Bro.
It's a State Farm commercial.
Yeah, it's a State Farm commercial, but instead of Batman, it's Bateman, like from Jason Bateman. Okay. And just seeing her in that space is really cool, because for a long time we didn't get to see R&B artists in those type of spaces.
You never saw R&B artists in there.
Mm-hmm. So it's really cool to be able to see her.
And that's off the back of her movie with Keke Palmer.
Yeah.
She did good movie, by the way.
Yeah. It's off the back of it. So she really...
I didn't know that was her at first, right?
Are you serious?
I asked me, I was like, wait, is that SZA? Is the other girl?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, she did her thing.
Absolutely.
She did her thing.
Absolutely. Shout out to my guy, Charles King, too, man. He produced that movie.
Dope. Congrats.
Hey, who doesn't he know, man?
Jada Konnect. Wait, so what's your name? So
I'm just jvalentine, man.
That was worse. Wait. So what's your name?
Because I was about to go. I'm Kosine Valentine, but then Valentine.
He said, "I'm just."
Hey man, I just happen to know a lot of people who do a lot of cool shit.
Straight up.
And I want to make sure that I shout them out for the cool shit that they do.
Absolutely. And it's actually a huge part of what this business and what this game is, right? Mm-hmm. Like, if we go to an event, right, and you're the person that you struggle to go up and make friends, chop up conversation, meet people, network, you're going to have a tough time. You're going to have a tough time out here unless you got the manager or somebody on your team that's super plugged. But out here, you got to be able to step up, tap in, get the number, follow up, build these relationships. And then you're not having to, pay for everything. Now you got real relationships, real people that rock with you, that want to support you, that want to see you win. And that's how you skip the line.
I think for me, I've done it a different way. I've always just looked at it as timing. Right? Which maybe it made it where it was, my turn has been greater later. But I've never been the network guy.
So how do you know so many people, Jay?
I just kept my head down and kept doing the work. And eventually it was
he goes to a lot of cool places and he bumps into them and then they like him.
Yeah.
But you got to pull your phone out and write their number down at some point.
Work. And they like, you know what I'm saying? Like I always say too, the work sells itself. Because that's the other part with the whole networking thing. Like, what are you really selling?
Or what do you really do?
Or what do you really do? Right? So like the niggas that just bounce from party to party and I met such and such that's cool. But the work sell itself.
Yeah.
When we meet up in that place and it's like, oh man, I really like the thing that you did, or that song, I heard your name, or
without you even saying it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because the networking guy can come off as thirsty. Very thirsty. Very thirsty.
Yeah.
He wants to get on bad.
Yeah, I'm
trying to meet this person, that person, trying to exchange numbers, and then for some people, especially for him, that's awkward. Like it feels awkward.
Yeah, I'm just not that person.
Yeah, you're like,
I'm not that person.
No, I'm not.
You know what I mean? Listen, if that is your route, I have nothing against you and the way that they go about it. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it's taken me years to build up my Rolodex.
Oh, it's definitely not an overnight process.
You know what I mean? Like I didn't come to LA on some I gotta meet everybody right now and I need to be able to call bop, 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 bop. No. Just over time. Studio sessions, life. You know what I mean? But really it started with studio sessions of just me being in there working my ass off and somebody being like, oh, he got something. Let me introduce you to such and such. Oh, I'm Big John. I heard a couple of songs that you worked on with blah, blah, blah. We want to take a meet. Now Big John's my homie. You know what I mean? Like more so than I'm trying to chase him down.
I kind of forgot that a lot of the connects that I got came from studio sessions. I kind of forgot about that.
Doing the work.
Because it was like, when we first got out here, it was damn near like speed dating for the first 3-4 years, right? Our publisher just, shout out Katie Welly. She's just have that calendar.
I love Katie Welly.
You know what I'm saying? Had that calendar booked, bro. Yeah. And she had our logo in her office. You know what I'm saying? So if you was coming to talk to her about anything, you saw that intern's logo on the wall. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, that is true. From the work and meeting people, you right.
It sell itself, bro. It sell itself. I mean, everybody's path is not the same. I can only say how it happened for me, But I am a person that always says that you don't have to be the person who goes to every single event passing out a card.
Right.
Or trying to get somebody to give you their phone number. Because I already, I'm also one of them niggas that feels like a man asking me for my phone number is already weird to me.
A little intense.
Yeah.
Ask for the Instagram. What's your gram, dog?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look, if you link up, because I always, looked at that 40 and Drake moment as this, if you look at Metro and Future, if you link up with a star and build that relationship with that's one person. One person, the right relationship, having a vision and being like, you know what?
It can lead.
Man, that can open up every door. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. What else we got this week? Another big time collab.
Okay.
Beyonce and Levi's. You seen that commercial? Beyonce playing pool.
Levi's playing pool.
Yeah. Beyonce got a Levi collab.
You trying to act like you ain't seen the commercial? It's everywhere, bro.
Come on, don't do that.
I don't really watch
that.
TV.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna be honest.
Your wife is gonna let you say you seen the commercial, bro. It's okay.
Oh, we doing that.
It's Beyonce, bro. It's Beyonce.
I'm gonna be honest.
Women love Beyonce.
Her face looks really pretty. She got on a jean suit that looked like somebody's auntie's jean suit. And it looked like she got a butt pad on.
Whoa.
You ain't rolling with the Levi.
Nah, I'm not rolling. Bro.
Whoa.
I'm not rolling.
I like the jean
Her
suit.
face looks pretty though.
I like the jean suit. That's just me personally. I like the jean suit.
You like the jean suit?
Yep. Mm-hmm. The Beehive
Okay,
gonna
full haul.
buzz your ass.
16.
They gonna get
All
your
right, let me
ass.
pull this up. Oh, that's a wonderful. Oh, that's a Canadian tuxedo.
Yes.
Yeah, B.
That's a what?
A Canadian tuxedo.
I don't even know what that
It's a
is.
jean suit.
Yeah,
Oh, it's called a
when
Canadian tuxedo?
All,
Okay.
yeah, yep, when it's all jean. Uh-huh.
Like something Dolly Parton would have worn. I don't.
It's
Beehive.
This is
Why you want to
Cowboy
do
Carter
this?
time.
Why do you want to do this with the Beehive, man? All right, Beehive, you already know it's not me. It is Bobby.
Hey, bzz,
hey, we like what we like. I like it.
bzz.
So you're not buying the jean suit? for your
Absolutely
wife?
not.
Would you buy the jean suit for your wife?
Yeah, I thought the jean suit was very cute. Very cute. You know what I'm saying? What is it, debonair? Is that what you call it?
That's a guy thing, bro.
I think the girl thing is. I don't. Yeah, they
What's it
definitely.
called? What's the word that they
I don't
say?
know what you're looking for. Oh, the new word?
Demure.
Oh, you're looking for demure.
And I said debonair.
Hey, bro, you gotta stop this, bro.
Okay.
You know you're Panamanian. Sometimes you just go
Is it
bad.
bad?
Demure.
How do you say?
How do you say? That's what you gotta say, and then you'll be all right.
That's how you.
How do you say?
You have to start it off with how do you say?
Demure. There we go.
Demure.
You got to start it off with how do you say?
What does demure mean? That means it's fancy, or what is it?
No, demure I think is kind of like classy.
Classy.
More like a classy
Okay.
person.
That
It's
word
just,
was going. It was
kind
it
of
was
quiet.
Okay.
number
I think
one
that's
on the
demure. I don't-
catchy word chart.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't know. I've never
Billboard Hot 100 words that people saying on like TikTok.
Yeah.
It's
Just the
demure.
context of it made me think that that's what it was. I don't know. I'm not.
Jay, this is supposed to be an R&B show. I did not know I was supposed to be judging jean outfits, Jay.
It's Beyonce.
You know what I'm
Beyonce
saying?
got a jean suit, nigga. That's R&B.
It ain't
You know
no
who else used
chords.
to have a jean suit? I'll be sure, nigga. He kicked it off.
Now, I'll be sure, me
The
as being
Stonewash. Yeah, the Stonewash, man.
me as being one of the
Stonewash.
light-skinned presidents of light-skinned people, I
He held
definitely
y'all-
had one of those jeans.
He held y'all down in a real way, man.
was getting
He
it.
held y'all down in a real way.
Hey, the nigga.
I can tell you
No, off on your own, girl. Off on your own. You
Yeah.
don't know about that,
Oh,
boy.
that's what you saying? Off
That's
on
my
your
t-
own?
Oh my
If you want to
God,
get off on your own. Huh?
That's what it was.
You want to get off on your own, girl.
That's what he was saying all
Yes.
the time.
Yes.
He was probably singing the rolling.
Yeah, I was thinking anything.
Hey,
Oh,
shout out to Light Skin and I'll be sure. That album
Wow.
is amazing.
Classic.
Off
Classic.
on your own,
Want to
girl.
get off on your own.
Cal West, break it down.
What does that mean?
What do you mean? What does it mean? He's like, if you keep tripping, you're gonna be getting off on your own, girl.
Yeah.
Off
Yeah. I'll leave. I'll go to bed.
on you. Off on you.
I'm out of here.
Whoa.
That's a threat.
Wow.
Threats.
That's how you know when
That's
you got.
R&B,
That's how
baby.
you know when you got too many options. You know what I'm saying? You willing to walk away from that thing?
See, you young. Hey, I'll be sure had a Michael Jackson moment. There was I'll be sure mania. I'm talking about
Yeah.
girls crying, passing
I'll
out.
be sure couldn't walk through the mall.
No,
Yeah.
He could not walk through
No.
the mall. Absolutely not.
I'll be sure, bro.
All right. One time for the light skins. You know what I mean? Ting, ting. I brought my NPC so we can start getting y'all, you know what I'm saying?
What's that?
Yeah, about
That's a
light-skinned
light-skinned song?
cheer button. You know what I'm saying? For y'all get y'all points, man.
A light skin cheer button.
It's
Hilarious.
sick.
You know what? So you don't feel bad. We gonna go to the brown skin, dark skin brothers.
Come on, what you got, man?
Mark Morrison, Return of the Mac.
Let's go, baby.
You see what's going on with the Return of the Mac?
That's
He had to put hands on somebody.
It's extremely layered, man. It's
Do you
extremely
know about him,
layered.
though?
Yeah, of course.
He's like the UK Bobby Brown. He
But it-
been doing that kind of stuff.
And wrote it. The song Return of the Mac was
Yeah.
written when he got out of jail or what? When he was in jail the first time?
Man,
That's why I say it's layered because it's almost
Yeah.
like return you back.
yeah.
Shit, man. Back to the scene of the. Come on now.
That's it.
Come on. You lied to me.
That's it. That's the
You
part.
lied to me.
That's probably what happened.
Shit, somebody probably.
No, listen. So from what I read, he had an event set up that didn't.
It didn't go the way
It
they said
didn't
it was
go the way
going
it's
to go?
supposed to go. So technically,
You had to choke
they
somebody?
lied to him.
You lied to
And everybody got their goddamn boiling points, man. You know, you take somebody, you know, it might put your hands on you. All right, okay, cool, but don't goddamn lie to me. That's
lie to me.
you done crossed the
Because
line.
now it's Return of the Mac.
Now it's return. Back on your ass.
I'm back on your ass.
Back on your ass.
But I do.
Yeah, hold your head in there.
Hey, if you
bro.
look at the picture, he looked like he'd get active.
No, he definitely looked like he'd get active.
Yeah. You know he's what, British? He's from the UK.
Yeah, probably Jamaican from UK.
Or Nigerian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably
Original rude boy.
Yeah,
man.
original rude boy. Yeah. Yeah, while we on the Caribbean too, man.
Okay, come on.
Our brother Fridayy just dropped a new project.
Yeah.
I want to shout out Fridayy. Fridayy is one of the coolest young brothers in the music business.
Mm-hmm.
Just man, him and his manager Edgar, they so cool, bro. And his music is like hood inspirational. Every now and then he throw a choir in there. If you really listen to his lyrics, like it's motivational music. He's always speaking about God. He has his mother on there praying for him on his albums. And you know, and listen, man, I took French in high school. I know about 3 words, and he'd be speaking that, you know,
He in there.
the patois. Yeah, he be speaking that, you know what I mean, the Haitian French.
So wait, what is his nationality? Is he not?
He's Haitian.
He's Haitian.
Yeah, he's
so
Haitian-American.
for me, I got a lot of the rhythm. You know what I mean, like a Nigerian type of Afro beat type of. What the one I like was Baddest in the Room. Baddest in the Room is fire.
Yes.
And then you're right. He's got choir. You feel like, what was that Kanye's album with the blue album cover? It was a gospel album.
I mean, a nigga from Chicago.
What's the Kanye album? The blue one, the gospel album.
The Sunday service.
No, what was it called? It was called like
Jesus King.
Yes.
Okay.
It gives you Jesus is King vibes because he got the production and some of the choir type stuff. And then on the second half of the album, the nigga start rapping.
Oh yeah.
Got Meek Mill on it, you know what I mean? I'm like,
he
dude is super.
No, super talented. He play.
I like the
produce it. Like he got it. He got it.
That writing perspective, right? Because you in the world, you don't want to be of the world, you know. So navigate.
Oh, you gonna preach tonight?
Okay.
Because you know, from a lyric standpoint, one of my homies, the homies that really, you know, be in the word, be in the Bible, when they call and say Fridayy, and I'm like, whoa. What you doing listening to some Fridayy? But that music is reaching out. It's cutting through and it's touching, you know.
Yeah.
And it's such a interesting perspective, right? As you navigating the world, navigating the business, got a real love for God.
Right.
You know.
It gave me a chance. I was gonna say that's funny you say that because parts of it gave me a chance to rapper.
Right.
Did you feel that a little bit?
Yeah.
Gave me a chance to rapper.
And for me, it was. Like I said, he's Haitian American, right? So I think with Afro beats and with some of the stuff that comes directly from the Caribbean or directly from, you know, in Africa, it don't really have an American thing to it. I felt like he's figured out a way to merge both because he's a Philly nigga. Like he Haitian, but he a Philly nigga. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he was able to give me a different sound than both sides of it. Then R&B hip hop and then, you know, Caribbean or Afro beat. He was able to merge it to me that no one else is.
And a lot of
in my opinion.
No, he's definitely killing that, man. And a lot of times
maybe Wyclef. Maybe Clef. Yeah. Because Clef was from America too.
It gets tricky because a lot of times when you on your gospel, your uplifting, it's so easy to be corn. You know what I'm saying? It's so easy to fall on there, but his music has so much edge to it, so much depth, high production value. Shout out to K Brim, one of his producers. He did the Breezy joint, One Call Away.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And I got to run into them in New York during Fashion Week some years back. And so just kind of been staying in tune. And to see them, again, staying down, because he got a few joints on there. And it's like he's part of his in-house production squad. But, man, Fridayy. Keep cooking, bro. You are a very important, fresh voice.
You said Philly. What is it about Philly guys? Like whenever they're like it's like a they're always super musical.
It's a
Always.
soulful town.
Always.
bro.
Is that okay?
Soulful
Yeah,
town,
enough.
man.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's Teddy Pendergrass.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Then you go to the Neo Soul and get to the Jill Scotts and the
Yeah.
Music Soul Childs.
Yeah.
I mean, and Boyz II Men,
Yeah,
Philly.
yeah. What
It's
was our
just
producer,
something-
homie? The Cool and no,
Dre and Vidal.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
When I went to when I went to
Carvin and
FAMU,
Ivan. Like, it's so many cold niggas.
Marsha
out there.
Ambrosius did a bunch of music
Yes,
soul child. A lot of them was over there
She was
recording in
she
that
was- yeah.
Philly.
Mhm.
But when I went to FAMU, and you know, we down there and it's just so much dope blackness happening at this HBCU. The best keyboard players though, bro, were all the Philly cats. All had the
Really?
long beards, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And they in there, they voicings and what they doing
Mhm.
is just next level and setting that taste.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you know what I mean? Like until you get out of your hometown and start moving around and really see what these different parts of the US, what they add to the
Yeah.
gumbo pot. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Philly is a musical
Scott
place.
Storch is from Philly. You know what I mean? He come from the roots.
Makes
you know
sense.
what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
that.
Yep.
Philly is something different. Philly is
Man.
a different place. They just really into the music. But the crazy thing is, it's like Philly and LA, to me, Philly, LA, and Chicago. Philly, LA, and Chicago has this musical hood thing.
Mm.
LA has it in it where, you know, I always talk about this where it's like, I always call them the Kojic Crips. Or
You said the Kojic Crips?
the Kojic Crips or the gospel gangsters. Cause they like street niggas
But
who
they be
grew
in the
up
church.
playing in church.
Yes, he's right.
Like, I've never seen nothing like
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like,
Well, you always gotta have these phrases, man.
Bro.
Coach
That was
Chris.
great, right?
I'm
Kojic
like,
Crips is
I'm like,
great.
wait, so
Man.
you from where? And your daddy is the pastor at what? That's what LA is, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
But then Philly has like this street element. All they street and they Muslim and they on they deen
Mhm.
and they play instruments.
Yeah.
And then Chicago, you niggas is just, yeah, you know. Y'all just wild niggas who
It's
can
the
do
whole
music.
thing. It's the whole thing because the gospel scene is crazy. The musicianship, the gospel scene, the jazz scene, the blues scene. Buddy Guy, you know, Shauna, her pops is Buddy Guy,
Right.
Legendary blues guy. You know what I mean? So yeah, nah.
Now, I think those three places, especially in R&B music,
Mhm.
has just this thing about it, man. That it's just connected. That's crazy. But let's talk about our jams of the week this week, man. Let me
Okay.
go through some jams, man.
The jams.
This is a new artist named Quinn. Y'all seen her? She got
Quinn.
the record Worst Behavior.
Okay.
Oh, is that how you?
Yeah.
I would have said KWN.
I mean, listen,
Is it Quinn or is it?
I think it's Quinn.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure it's Quinn. I'm just gonna stick with that. But
I'm
okay,
gonna say
WN.
it's KWN, Jay. I don't
Okay,
think
he's
it's
just-
Quinn.
I
I think so.
think you having an old nigga moment.
I think you missed
No, because this is what happens.
I
The
think
young
you having
niggas,
an old
they
nigga
take
moment.
The vowels out. They take the vowels out. That's the new thing.
Hey, we're gonna bet a dollar.
Like
on that.
division.
Bet a dollar. Bet a dollar.
I bet you think division is just DVSN, don't you?
What is it? Which one?
What is it? Which one? What is it? Which one?
Hey, that record is fire, by the way, though.
Oh, it's crazy.
She got this raspy thing that she
Mhm.
does. Like, I don't know what type of preamp is going through, or
Mhm.
but it's a thing. Like, her voice is a thing. And at first, I listened, because I listened to it at first, right? And I was like, I don't know. And then I listened to it a couple more times. And I was like, oh, they talking they stuff on here.
Yeah.
Her. Well, I mean, Kehlani can sing anything, bro.
Hey, Kehlani's
Well,
on fire.
Listen
Yep.
to me, bro.
Yep.
Hey, I love Kehlani. She's also from the Bay Area.
Yeah.
But her it's like she floats on things.
No, she has a great radio voice.
Yep.
Mm.
She's, in my opinion, how Chris is from the male perspective. If you put Chris on a record, you have a radio record.
Mhm.
If you put Kehlani on a record, you have a radio record. She just has a tone
That brightness.
that just comes across on the airwaves.
Mm-hmm.
To me.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I love that record. That's a jam of the week for me.
Worst
man.
behavior.
Absolutely.
Another record. Have y'all heard the Sailor featuring Summer Walker record?
Yeah. Pookie's Requiem.
Pookie.
Have you seen the girl?
I haven't.
It's a Vietnamese girl with rollers in her head and gold teeth.
Yeah.
She's Vietnamese.
Bob done looked her up.
But all the way, but she's all the way with the ish, bro. Like she's with it. Like it's all toxic.
I mean, you can hear
some black man has done something really bad to her.
Black man has done something bad to her.
Who else is gonna be, Jay?
Somebody put rollers in her hair, huh?
Huh?
Somebody,
you know they did.
Hey, babe, go ahead and put them little roller things in your hair when I get over there, man, so you know your curls drop. Yeah, that's what he told her.
Jay, and there ain't no white people named Pookie, bro. There ain't no anybody Pookie is. Come on, bro.
Pookie didn't done it.
Yes, Pookie done it.
Pookie didn't done it.
Hey, Pookie. Song is fire.
Crazy.
That song is.
She got other songs too.
Yeah, she do. She cold.
Sailor, bro. Here's what's crazy. That's what I'm gonna tell you. It's a lot of Asians right now, like jumping into the R&B world and knocking it down. Like, where you like that guy? We're gonna go into the thing, but the Pimmy girl, like this is. I mean, this is.
Yeah, that leads into the next jam,
bro.
So have you heard the new girl Pimmy that she has a song on the Party Next Door?
It's an interlude, right?
It's an interlude / song. It's just her.
Fire.
Going nuts.
What?
Some black man broke her heart.
Come on, Pimmy.
Why you keep on saying somebody black
Pimmy's
broke
dilemma.
her heart?
This is her dilemma.
Would you tell him what she's talking about? Everything that she's on there saying is what you used to do.
Jesus Christ.
You went out with your homies. You was in the strip club. All the phones were off.
Jesus Christ.
And nobody would hold you accountable.
I'm going to point out right now, though, that Coast don't know these jams. And this is bothering me because you are Kosine.
I mean,
what's going on?
I'm learning.
You're not tapped into the YNs?
This is an educational moment right now.
Tapped into the YNs?
The YNs.
You got to tap into the YNs, Coast.
You know what? I'm going to start This is R&B. This Week In R&B playlist. So these jams that we have, we can all have them, share them, and ride.
Yeah.
You gonna bust him out? He didn't do his homework.
Cruising the streets.
He didn't do his homework.
Cruising the streets.
Cruising the streets.
Hey, get him, Jay.
Yeah, you definitely did your homework.
Some of them, I'm like, okay, I don't know what's happening here. You know what I'm saying?
It was a terrible life.
I didn't know.
Boy,
I knew the Sailor song. I just didn't know she was Vietnamese. Like when I heard Black Girl Tone. I heard Black Girl Tone.
You see, I did my homework.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm teaching pep right now. Hey, Jay.
Do your homework on Sailor.
I'm getting an A right now.
Don't leave me hanging, Bobby.
Leave that.
Oh, my bad. Never do that.
Leave
him hanging.
Man. Chill out, man. It's a lot of music.
Take it back.
It's a lot of music. No, you can't take that back, man. I'm proud of you too, Bobby, because I would expect it for me. For me to be on point. You going crazy right now.
I know one you gonna know.
Okay, talk to me.
Coco Jones. There's a taste of
Flip the is that Britney?
Yeah, that's Britney.
Is that Britney that she flipped? Slowed it down a little bit, put a little essence on there. When that thing,
I'm addicted to you.
You're
toxic.
Come on,
that's just jam.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, genius.
Yeah,
I ain't seen
my little
nobody
14-year-old daughter, I don't really want to listen to that, but I let her hear. She goes, "Is that Britney?" I said, "Yeah." She was like, "That is fire what they did with that."
Yeah,
I've never heard anybody flip Britney.
Me neither. To R&B.
R&B.
That's what makes it genius.
Yeah.
I don't know who produced that record, but we need to look. You know what I mean?
Find out.
Let me see.
Yeah, come on,
flowers.
Let me see.
Come on, do something.
Let me do a little bit of research at some point.
Do something, Coast.
Jeez.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, I don't like them songs like that either. I like them, but I don't like them because they be speaking to my nature.
Jesus. Speaking to your flesh side.
Speaking to
flesh side, you be having to fight off.
I said to my nature, Jay. My human nature, Jay. I got a spirit nature and a human nature, Jay.
Human.
The flesh.
Tell him that it's
Jones,
human nature. Why?
You gotta get up there. Shout out, da, 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 da.
No, what he gotta do is look up the producer.
I'm looking it up.
Damn record, Coast.
Here we go.
Who did
Produced by Cardiac.
Oh,
yeah. Come on, Cardiac.
Oh, and my dog Wu-Ten.
Okay, and
Coast to
Wu-Ten.
Konnect.
Yeah. I just bought some of his drum kits, man. Wu-Ten, shout out, man.
That record is tough.
Yes, sir.
Tough. And then our last jam of the week.
Okay.
The good brother October London. He got a player record, man. She keep calling. She keep calling me. I know. You know what I mean? Like, it was on that.
Hey, so I really
my love.
I really did my homework this week, Jay.
Yeah. What
He started it off with Frankie Beverly, though.
No.
No, his first note. Did you hear his first note? The nigga sounded just like Frankie Beverly.
How you say his name?
Frankly.
Frankie Beverly. Hey, he sounded just like Frankie
Rest
Beverly,
in peace
bro.
to the legend,
He
man.
started off with a note. I was like, wait, this what?
Oh yeah, no.
And then there's moments of like he gave me Maxwell Urban Suite in that song. Right? Come on, talk to me.
Okay.
Come on, I'm in my bag. You know what I mean?
You showed your ass this week, huh, Bobby? That's what you all. Man, first of all,
as a Chicago nigga say, you lacking.
Oh, hey, look, we all have our games, right? You know, we have our games, man. Bobby dropped 40
I had a Michael
tonight.
Jordan night tonight.
Bobby had 40 tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'll be back on the court, fam. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be in the gym.
What you about to say, though?
Well, I mean, I just was going to say October London when, his R&B Money video, his interview when he came and pulled up on y'all, hearing his story, his work ethic,
man,
how he was able to pull up, like, I pulled up and did the album few days, because that Johnny on the spot is different.
Right.
You can come to LA, take a meeting, and play all the music that you've been making your whole life, that your friends and everybody you was alone in your room, you could concentrate. But when you got to show up to the studio and go from scratch and cook again, and it still be just as good or better than what you've been doing,
right.
That's how you start to get into the tiers and the levels. In October London, it's really that, man.
Now he working his ass off.
Really that.
Now he really is, and he is just an example of being ready. When somebody call your number, you gotta step up to the plate. Like, get your ass sometimes sent back home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people never talk about that. They like, oh yeah, them niggas was hating. You probably wasn't ready.
I could talk about when my ass wasn't ready. I was in New York and I was sitting outside the office because motherfucking B.O.B. was in that bitch tearing the label down. So my meeting just kept on getting pushed back.
Well, you was outside.
Roberson.
You was outside while B.O.B. was in there, like getting ready to
I was
sign?
I'm in the office
doing his thing.
It's my first time in New York, and it's my meeting supposed to start. And right before my meeting, B.O.B. and I seen when he walked in, because his outfit, I was just like, going in with that, huh? You know,
Oh, he's hating.
a little bit.
He's hating.
I mean,
Going in with that, huh?
you know what I'm saying? Jesus a little baggy when we wasn't really going that hard. Man, came out of that meeting. I was meeting with G. Roberson. So let's say my meeting started 2 hours later, right?
You mean as an artist?
As a producer.
Okay,
I just came, I was coming to play some beats, G. Roberson was working with, everybody at the time. And so I was like, man, that meeting, man, I was in there listening to that demo, huh? You think you gonna like invite him back or something like that? He said, oh, no. When something like that come in the building, you don't let that leave the building. He's downstairs in accounting right now. He can rap, he can sing, he can produce, he can write. You don't let that leave. So in my mind, I knew if they let me leave, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to play.
He wasn't ready.
I'm about to play my shit right now. And if they say, all right, if they let me leave.
If they let me leave.
I'm not ready.
They let you
It
leave,
showed up. He said, have a great afternoon. Enjoy yourself. I said, y'all don't want me down in accounting?
Y'all don't want me
Y'all,
down.
you know he thirsty. You know he asked another question.
Yeah.
You sure? Like, y'all don't want me to?
So where's accounting? Did you want me to stop by there and at least? They're like, nah, man.
Nah, man.
Bruh.
That hurts, right?
Bro,
But that's that.
stab.
But that's that fuel, though.
That's the
Stab.
You need that fuel,
Yeah,
though.
oh yeah.
You absolutely need that fuel. I'm gonna throw y'all a curveball this week before we get out of here.
Okay.
Put me on something. Put me on something. I want y'all to put me on something that, you know what I mean? It might not have come across the algorithm, man. You know what I mean? That you feel like the world needs to know about.
I'm going last. Look at my Apple Music.
You wrong.
Let me look at my recents. Because the first thing I want to talk about.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna need my.
First thing I want to talk about is
These niggas wasn't ready this week. Y'all wasn't ready.
No,
Because y'all curveball, y'all wasn't ready.
because
No. These excuses, bro.
we talked about this last week, but the verse wasn't out. You know what I'm saying? The actual breezy mutt.
That's
verse.
what you was gonna try to put niggas on.
Because now we all heard it.
Everybody seen.
But they didn't hear.
That's not putting me on to nothing, bro.
My notes, man. Let me go back.
Put us on to something, man.
Tell Carl Thomas.
What you putting us on to?
Bro, we going.
I ain't putting you niggas on nothing.
I ain't putting you niggas on nothing.
No, that's, you know the one kid I like, Jay. What I told you his name. I think is it Jordan? He's got an African last name, and he's got the song with Kehlani, and he's got another song called 305.
Oh yeah. But you gotta know his name. I know his name, Jordan. You can't pronounce it. It started with an A at the end, or something like that.
Agatunji or something.
Okay, you putting them on because I know who it is. You ain't really put me on, but you know what I mean. I said put me.
But I'm putting him on now.
No.
He ain't right. Come on,
Yeah.
that dude is tough.
Okay, listen, we
Can you
got
find his
phones
name?
and
Jay,
shit.
Can you find his name?
Can you find his name?
I might hit my microphone if I go down there. Jay.
Wow,
You know I
man.
can't.
I might hit my microphone. It's crazy.
Rube, you gotta help this nigga, man.
Rich around.
Rich around, my bad. Let me find the kid, man. I got a lot. Oh, hey, hold on, Ruben. Let me get my glasses too.
down.
Jordan Adetunji.
You probably said it wrong. Did you say it
Yeah,
right?
I'm sure I'm saying it wrong, nigga.
Jordan,
Yeah.
thank you, Jay. Jordan Adetunji is fire.
Yeah, he hard.
Here go my.
The young boy go crazy. Have you heard him before?
Kehlani song.
He got the Kehlani song. He got this 305 song.
Name one more time. Jordan.
Do it again.
Wait, what's the name one more time? What's his name?
I can't do it. He had the melody was fire.
Bounce.
No, that's what's dope about the young boy. He got the bounce.
Jordan Adetunji.
Okay.
Everything he do got the bounce.
Yeah, he's dope. He's
Okay.
dope. He's
Okay.
dope. Who you got, bro?
I got my
actually
list.
got somebody. I
got my list actually. Make room.
Hey man, no, you can't play music on here.
Make
It's an
Get
accident.
your goddamn phone off, man. You gonna get this cut off. I got to live here.
make,
I tried to find him.
Bob.
make room by blasting K Cap. Okay. Get yourselves together.
Who is it?
Make room. The record is Make Room, Blasting K Cap.
Okay. Both artists I love.
It's all there, right? Savior, Omar, and El Hay.
Hey, bro, I said put me on to something.
Jay,
Not
you know I'm an overachiever.
Nigga, save something for next week, cause you've been underachieving today.
These was the ones that I had saved.
No, I got another one I want to
This
do.
nigga been trying to overachieve now.
I didn't, Jay, have you heard
No,
this?
bro, you already put me on to something.
No, this is fire.
It's my turn. Save it for next week.
Now we ready,
Goddamn.
Jay.
You niggas, man.
Is this nigga named Samat or Sam Hot?
Man.
Have you seen this nigga with the cowboy hat on?
That's so funny.
Fire!
The best part about this show
It's spelled S-A-M-O-H-T. Have you seen this dude?
Yes, I have.
He could
You're
sing
not
his
putting-
face off.
You're not putting me on.
You know him?
Yes.
Okay, I'm putting y'all on.
You're not-
Everybody
best
don't know.
part about this
Jay
show
knows
is-
even the people under the rock. But y'all don't know this cat. And if y'all look up S-A-M-O-H-T. His outfit is it's like a cowboy prince or something. I don't know what's happening with
This is
that.
my favorite.
But he's singing his face off.
My favorite part of the show is everybody struggling to say people names. That's my favorite part. That right there.
Hey, that's what we talking about. Won't you make the name simple? The people that sell a lot of records, they have simple names. Division, Queen, Samat. Huh?
You don't like that?
No, Smokey Robinson, Marvin Gaye, Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder. Am I wrong?
You're 1,000% right. You're 1,000% right.
So I'm about to put y'all
Okay, what is
on a young nigga that I've been listening to his music. I'm really tapped in. Reach for real, for real.
You're not putting me on.
Reach
For real,
for real, for real.
He's crazy.
Yeah.
You just look him up,
Yeah.
and then you come back and talk to
A
us.
record called Need You.
Is he in the same crew as Kalen for real, for real?
Yeah. They for real, for real.
Yeah, they for real.
For real, for
But
real.
look,
For real.
look.
Oh, I like that.
Look, though. This kid raps,
Okay.
can really sing, and he produces.
And he produces. He 100%er.
Yeah.
He cold.
He's a beast.
He cold.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
All right, this Week In R&B playlist is coming. That's what we need. All these names, all these acts, all that. We put them in the playlist. We get them around, and we cruise in the streets. Okay? Not who's. This is not a search
Yeah.
where you out there pulling over saying,
Jermaine told us.
hold on, girl. You're not supposed to be out your window talking about, hold on, good. You're supposed to just cruise and listen to This Week in R&B playlist. I got y'all. We're going to do this.
And that's our show for the week, man. That's our show for the week. I hope you come more prepared next week.
Here you go. You supposed to pull people to the side.
Nope.
Like, this is why they be
fighting. No, you supposed to be ready. It's just
breakfast. Like, this is why they fighting on Breakfast Club, because they just saying all the stuff.
I don't be talking about other people's shows.
You see what I'm saying?
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what you're talking about.
You supposed to pull me to the side, Jay. Bobby, get in here.
Nah.
You drop 40 this week?
Nah, I'm with Jay.
You drop 40 this week?
Yeah, because it makes sure my 40, when I do this right here, make sure 3 look like 3.
Why did you change your glasses?
In the middle of the show.
I can't see. I just needed to see
What's going on?
You got tired of being in the dark?
I looked over and Bob was a different nigga.
Did you hear him?
Yes.
He said you got tired of being in the dark.
You got tired of being in the dark?
I'm getting on. I got
trying
readers.
to be cool
I did.
and have his shades on. And then
we
I
start.
said, go to your phone.
Right.
It's
You
getting
gotta
tricky.
get some
It's getting tricky, young niggas. Hey, man, we'll see y'all next week.
This Week in R&B.